What's up, podcast family? So I wanted to reshare a conversation I did with Tiffany Bias. She's a WNBA player. She's with the New York Liberty right now, but she's also plays over for the Thai national team. So she's a world-class hooper, as well as she is also a model. She's also a real estate investor, and I'm trying to sway her to get into this media business as well. And one of the reasons I thought it was important to reshare this is because we started talking about college athletes getting paid. And, as you guys know, California just had their brand new drop where they are going to approve that now. So that's a pretty interesting topic to kind of revisit, as well as the fact that it's so important just to stay multidimensional. And that clearly she is. So with that said, let's get into it. I know it's not Throwback Thursday, but you might catch it on Thursday, so who knows? It's Tuesday is when I'm going to drop it, but hopefully you guys catch it whenever you do throughout the week, and you leave a comment, you leave a note, and you tell a friend so they can tell a friend. With that said, let's get into today's conversation with Tiffany
you shouldn't just
Bias.
write a $50,000 check to someone who just graduated high school.
Right.
Not saying that, but I do think that people, they definitely sacrifice most of their college experience.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they don't have nearly the same amount of experience as someone who doesn't play any sports or play ball, especially traveling. And if they get hurt, some of those war stories about people getting kicked out, like ASAP, is bananas to me. So I think people should have something for that.
Yeah, I just think they should get paid. I feel like there shouldn't really be that big of a debate about it. I don't feel like why? Because I'm like, at the end of the day, like if that team wins, they're bringing money to the school.
Facts. Yeah.
And what they're getting paid is pocket change to what, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. I think that they should, and that's my opinion on it.
I like it, yo. I like
sticking to it.
I like this, man. So this is you kind of coming out of this phase where I'm sure they wouldn't let college athletes speak up on that type of conversation. Without type of yeah.
Like if we had that, they were like, before media would even come in, they'd be like, all right, they asked this is what we say.
Right.
And that's it. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like I hate to say like, but that's how it is. Like we just don't want to get tied up, and you know what I mean? Because there's so many variables when you come down to it. It's like you say this, it can like piss off
snowball.
a booster, it can piss off somebody. Like you know what I mean? So it's like you have to be sensitive to, and I get it. It's a business in itself.
It is the whole politics behind it, though, man.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're on to some bigger and better things already.
Yeah, I like to think so.
So can we talk about some of these activities that you have going on?
Activities besides basketball?
Besides basketball. Well, you know what? Basketball first. I want to
Okay.
keep it there. So let's talk about where you are now in basketball.
Okay, so I play for the Thai national team. So
Dope.
Thailand, if that was a little confusing.
How is it out there?
It's good. I love it out there.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Why?
why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like just growing
Is it
up.
the people?
I love the people. Yeah,
Okay.
they're always smiling. But
Yeah.
I feel like since I am part Thai, but just growing up, I wasn't as close to my Thai family.
Sure.
So like now that I can actually be in the culture and live it, it's just like, I feel like it's just, to me,
It's part of your peoples.
yeah.
It's your
So
peoples.
I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm like, dang, it's so much I didn't know about. I wish growing up, I would just been more in tune with that side. But that's probably why I love it the most, and it's just nice weather. So
Well, I mean,
food. I know.
and the food.
And the food, yeah, always.
The food's fire out there.
Yes.
It's good? Okay.
I mean, I guess I just like Thai food. So, I mean, you
Sure.
might not like it.
I like Thai food though. But honestly, just the fact that you're a part Thai,
Yeah.
I'm sure that has to have
Yeah,
some
I
type
mean,
of
I grew
draw
up
to it,
eating
right?
it, yeah, so.
But once you travel outside the U.S., have you noticed any different feelings, like as far as the reception from like other people? Not only, but I mean, like the whole lifestyle outside the U.S. Is that kind of a draw to you as well?
I think just a health aspect of it.
Yeah.
I feel like all the food over there is fresh. Mm-hmm. Like when I was overseas and I come back and then you're like, why is my bread still okay for, you know what I mean? Like you got to eat bread in like 2 days tops.
Which makes sense.
But it's like, I feel like just the health, and I feel like, I don't know, just the carefree. And when I say carefree, I mean they live life.
Yeah.
Like over here, we don't live life. Like
Yeah.
we live to work some more. You know what I mean? And like when they're just like, we live and we live life, like we live for our family. Like they really take like hours out the day, and it's like a break in like the whole community. Like, you know what I mean? It's just family time. I feel like we should take a page out of that and just live a little and like enjoy people's company while they're here.
You know what's funny, man? Whenever I travel outside the U.S., that's the first thing I notice. It's like it's more family centric.
Yeah.
There's this time that people stop and just be with people, whether it's friends or family, whatever. You know, like there's like downtime,
Right.
A legit like
Yeah.
not like a moment like, yo, what's the project you got next so I can go piggyback on that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, but it's like a real authentic. Like I like this person.
Right.
I just want to spend some time with this person. So that's cool. That's happening over there too.
Right. No. I just love the family aspect of it, and just like
Do you have family over there now?
yeah.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah. So, and just the fact that you can just really sit down and just like speak to them and they won't rush you. You know what I mean? It's like, people just feel so rushed here. Like, it's like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm
everyone's
guilty of that, yeah.
calm. But I'm bad at it too. Like when I go over there, I was like, what else are we doing?
Pick
You
this
know
up,
what I mean?
yo.
Yeah.
We got places to
We
be.
gotta
Like,
go.
yeah.
But yeah, no. So
Cool.
I'm on Thai national team, doing that slow grind back to the W.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
But yeah, so I was out for 2 seasons now. So it's just like getting back in it. I haven't stopped, you know what I mean? But it's like they want to see you still play and see what you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How much better you've gotten.
Why'd you want to come back?
I'm so passionate about it. Like I'm not done. I had this saying where it's like, I don't want someone to tell me that I'm done. I want to be done on my own clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want
no
that
matter
freedom.
if it's political or what it was, like I know I can play at that level.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at that level. Mm-hmm. It's just, what happens when you fall down? You get back up or you just quit. So that's where I'm at right now. So it's just like I'm fighting my way back in, and I have nothing to prove to nobody because I know my game and I trust God. So whatever His plan is, I'm going with it.
That's dope, man. That's super dope. I mean, so how is the whole grind like? Because I think a lot of people don't really understand that, myself included, right? So what is it like when you're trying to get back out there? Like, I mean, obviously you and Jay are working on some projects together, I'm sure.
For
but
sure.
How's the whole process? Is it a matter of hitting up teams or going to tryouts
a
a lot?
little bit of everything. I mean, of course, my agent, Jay, he hits up teams and lets them know. But it's also, they just want to see film.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go to a combine and just show them where I'm at. And they just want to see me. They know me. They know my game. They you know what I mean? They knew who I was. So it's just now what the relevant Tiffany's doing. You know what I mean?
Has the whole talent changed a little bit ever since you've kind of gone overseas, play some ball, and then come back? Or
I feel like I'm better than ever.
Okay, dope.
That's
how it should be, though. That's how it should be.
I'm confident. I'm very confident in my game. I feel like my shot's better than it's ever been. But just maturity-wise, like, slowing the game down. Like, my game, I'm fast, and that's how I played. And that's how, not till you actually get a little older, you know what I mean? Till you're like, I'm not about to go 100 miles per hour every dang play. But it's just slowing down the game and making right decisions. I was making decisions before anything would happen.
Sure.
And you know what I mean? Instead of just like, all right, let me take 2 more seconds and let it play develop. Now I kind of know, like, all right, mentally, I'm where I need to be.
You don't feel like you're trying to rush the game anymore.
Exactly.
Now you're trying to let it come to you for the most part.
Exactly.
No, that's smooth. I mean, so you've obviously trained and like played with some of the best out there.
Right.
Like as far as some of the younger people coming up, behind you, like what's some keys or maybe some advice for that whole crowd? Because I feel like there's always this gap, right? Because normally it's difficult to find someone that can help that person that's like within 5-year range. I feel like 10-year gap, people easily reach back. Like, let me kind of show you the way. You know what I mean? But like that whole in between is some of the most confusing shit for people. So.
Right. So I would say like those juniors in high schools, those sophomores.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say be you. I feel like find your niche and be great at it.
Yeah.
I know like you need to practice your weaknesses. I'm talking from a sports aspect. I mean, actually, I'm talking about life in general.
Yeah, about to say, this is bigger.
I feel like you practice your weaknesses, but really work on your strengths.
Yeah.
Because that's why God made you that way. So I'm like, I used to be like, dang, I'm fast. I need to just slow down. It's not the fact that I need to slow all the way down. It's just like, I just need to process it slower, but I can still move as fast as I'm going. You know what I mean? So, but I just feel like to those girls, I'm like, just find your niche. You don't have to be 30-point game every night. Like colleges recruit off defense too.
Right.
But I feel like people forget that. But but just find your niche. People recruit off passing. People recruit off rebounding. So it's just like in life, like find your niche and go for it. If you're good at communications, go with media. You don't have to go with everyone because they're doing something like starting a business if that's not your strong point. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, once again, it's find your niche.
Dude, you're gonna be killer at podcasting. I'm just I mean, as you're kind of getting into it, like, I mean, this is easy for you. This is,
I just
but this is why it's here for us. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because you have talkers and you have listeners. My wife is a listener.
Yeah.
I'm a straight talker. Like, I'll talk somebody out of the building, but for her, she's down to listen, so that's cool. You know what I mean, but so like. For yourself, though, like, what's some things outside of basketball then? Because obviously you have that going on. You're talking to teams. You're doing the workouts. You're training. But what's happening outside?
So modeling, definitely getting more into that. More time I have, going to see agencies and making that trip out to L.A.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Come out, man. SoCal needs some more people out that way, yo. It's true.
But yeah, and then also doing an athleisure line, starting like trying to design some stuff. So I'm doing a little
Talk
bit of
about
everything.
that, though.
Yeah.
You didn't mention this.
I know.
That was in the tuck. That was in the tuck,
so
man.
Like ready.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited. I'm doing some like athleisure, so it's like where you can wear it out and still work at the gym.
Of course.
But then also like kind of streetwear. So I feel like my style is pretty dope. I feel like I'm confident. But it's just things that I like that I would wear, and it's going to be unisex. So it's like I like to be tomboy chic, as I call it, where it's like I wear some baggy, some tight. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a good lane to be in.
Yeah. So I'm doing it all. I just know my friends, and I know who I like, and I just kind of go with it. But yeah, so I'm doing that, doing some athletes. So look out for that. A little bias line coming.
Nice.
But yeah, and then
do you have a name for it yet, or no?
It's Bias, yeah.
Bias, okay.
You'll see it.
It's dope.
Sending some?
Yeah.
I know Jay will probably send it to you before I will, but
hey, I'll definitely hit him up for it. We're going to talk regardless, but keep going.
But yeah, so I'm doing that and modeling, and just getting into things. I also do real estate too.
How's the whole modeling get? Well, all right,
I know I do. I know it's like take off a hat and put another one on. Right?
It's okay though. It's okay. I mean, back in the day, people used to always make fun of people like us who like to wear multiple hats. But now you have the space and like to really kind of change lanes like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course, it has to be done in a nice, systematic way. You got to have your people to help you try to support the movement.
Exactly.
But once you accomplish that, once you find the right team, once you have the right players on board, I mean, you can wear different jerseys. So real estate, talk about this then.
So I'm really just 2 years in here in Dallas, and I'm just selling houses, buying homes, investing, flips. So I'm just kind of getting my hands wet in that because my mom's been in real estate for like 20 years.
Okay.
So it's like I've been around it my whole life. Like, to actually just do it's just a contract that's like you don't have to read. But
sure.
Other than that, it's like I can talk to anybody.
And you have a network.
Yeah, and I have a network. So it's just like any way I can help because I just know I'm an athlete. I get it. Like you don't want to spend your whole check. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of real estate agents like, oh, he has money. Yep. So I'm gonna try to show them the most expensive house because they want that. I'm like, no, like
let's go max
I know
it
how
out.
it is. Yeah, like, yeah, right.
I'm serious. I get it.
But no, I'm like, you know how it is. Like, invest in it. Like, you want to teach people like what you're learning. So like, I've been learning from great people. Just investing. Like, invest in your community. Just give back. So it's like, if I can just teach some people, it'd be great. Like,
how was that whole trying to invest back in Dallas? Are there markets where that's really happening? Because I mean, nationwide. I feel like, especially like in the whole black community, like there's people now starting to say, maybe we shouldn't just sell our house in the hood anymore. Maybe we should keep it,
right?
You know, and then just
it's happening everywhere.
Absolutely,
like, they're getting those houses for, I mean,
pennies.
Yeah,
on the
and
dollar.
Then building $1 million homes on them,
right?
And sitting on it because they know it's coming that way. But they're getting them houses for $5,000 just because they know the family maybe needs money,
right? And
that's the messed up part about it. When instead of like helping that family out, at least telling them, you know what I mean? Like, hold your house.
Right.
Yeah, if they're asking, giving you that much money, then they can offer you more.
Of course.
So it's just enlightening. I feel like what you don't know, then you don't know.
Yep.
But I feel like the more knowledgeable that we are and the more knowledge that we can pass on, then people can start recognizing when people are trying to take advantage of you. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, I mean, I think it's dope that you're putting